Apparently shield tanked ships are easier to hit due to increased signal radius. In comparison to armor tanked. Wait, what did I say? 1, 2, 3. Also, Ishtar is from Mesopotamian mythology. Is also known as Astarte. I got the name of the origin wrong earlier, I do believe. Sadly, that wasn't quite what I was looking for. Oh, Eve workbench. No idea of the safety of this site, but. Apparently, people do rainbow -1. Um, Basically, you can have specialized defenses for particular things, EM, thermal, whatever. But you need a lot of slots to do it, so it's only done on larger ships. Rainbow -1 is you take 3 types, probably these 3, and then just do a. Instead of getting a specialized one for EM, you go for a multi-spectrum one that just improves everything. So yeah. Previously, the Ishtar had 5 mid and 5 low slots. It was changed to 4 mid and 6 low. Meaning that you couldn't use shield. There's shield fits that were popular previously. You can't use them anymore. Thankfully, I preferred armor tanking anyway, but. Okay, if I take off my weapons entirely, it's stable as is. There was something I remember hearing before. That the issue with. Am I actually even recording? Yes. That the issue with hybrid turrets was how much damn capacitor they took up, which led drone boats to going for auto guns because they don't use capacitor at all. Can I even use? Okay, these twitched a moment ago. The fuck? What about you frying my ship? The 425 mm The 425mm is a behemoth that inflicts severe damage on most cruisers and frigates in short-range battles. Polarized weapons offer extremely good primary stats, but come at the cost of completely negating all resistances on a ship if fitted. I'm almost heaving at that. Jesus Christ. I've never known that was a thing. I'm not really built for autoguns. They're apparently quite short-ranged. Could go for an artillery cannon instead. Hmm. We can sort that. So it's gonna be that? No. Wait, what? Damn it, that was the power grid one. I don't really need the power grid thing. Oh no. I do need power grid for this. If it's not one thing, it's another. Oh. Come on, headset cable. Cooperate. Okay, apparently, projectile ammo was, after the Dominion expansion, divided into three tiers. Three short-ranged ammo, two mid-range ammo, and three long-range ammo. The short-ranged are also high-damage types. There's EM, phased plasma, and fusion. The mid-ranged is mid-damage with high tracking. Titanium, sabot, and depleted uranium. The three long, the two mid. Actually, it's meant to be. Yeah, it's titanium sabot. Okay, so I initially thought that was two separate ones. That you just forgot a comma kind of thing. But no, it's titanium sabot. That is how you say it, right? I have no idea. Uh, and anyway, three long range are low damage types with a minor bonus to tracking: proton, nuclear, and carbonized lead. Apparently, within each tier, the only differences are in damage type. So EMP, phased plasma, and fusion do this identical amounts of raw damage um, before enemy resistances are applied. Okay, autocannons have terrible optimal ranges and long fall off. Um, I'm on the EV University wiki here. They're saying not to ignore low and mid-tier autocannons. The 125mm, 150mm, dual 1080mm, the 220mm, the dual 425mm, and dual 650mm autocannons have super low fitting requirements and either fit massive plates, loads of not I guess Nosferatu. They just have NOS. Twin reps, twin repairs, uh, micro warp drives, and cap boosters without gimping your setup. Using next tier above means 4 to 5% more damage, slightly reduced ammo consumption, and more fall off. Apparently, your optimum range doesn't exist, or may as well not exist. That unless you're fighting missile ships or we're on top of a sniping battleship, fight within your fall off. And if your ship has fall off bonus, it's designed to fit autocannons. Because optimal range bonuses on autocannons are as useful as explosive damage bonuses for lasers. Apparently, T1 ammo range bonuses are irrelevant. All the T1 projectile ammo range modifiers apply to your optimal range, not your fall off. As autocannons have tiny optimal ranges and huge fall off, you can always load EMP, phase plasma, or fusion. Your range will barely increase if you load one of the other ammo types. There's apparently minor exceptions to the rule. If you're trying to hit a close orbiting Jaguar with medium ACs, Titanium Sabot not only giving you a tracking bonus, but also hit the Jaguar's weakest resist, kinetic. And there's two types of autocannon ammo in tier 2, Barrage and Hail. Barrage is useful if you're fighting a deep fall off, and Hail is pretty useless. Barrage has a 40% bonus to fall off and 25% penalty to tracking. It's a mixture of kinetic and explosive, a little more explosive than kinetic. It's very useful for kiting and skirmishing setups, as it might push your range enough that your cannons can fight at the edge of warp disruptor range. Due to tracking penalty compared to normal short range ammunition, you just need to factor in whether you need to keep your angular velocity low or not. The only things that's be useless against are eye-field shield tanks and tier 2 Mars ships, which have very high explosive resists and weaker to the EMP or thermal. Hail does a lot of damage on paper, but fortunately also cuts your tracking speed by 30% and fall off by 50%. It also cuts your optimal by 50, but apparently that's irrelevant. I'm just reading it word for word here, beyond that last little tidbit. But you didn't want that optimal anyway, right? When fighting large stationary targets, hail might actually be useful. Generally, however, hail's penalties mean that other ammunition will do more real apply damage, even if hail's offers the best on-paper damage. They don't have any lists here for the enemies we're going up against here. So I don't know what to pack. With the artillery, they have a noticeable optimal range, and they plenty fall off, though they plenty fall off too. The tier 1 ammos actually do let you reach further away. There are range bonuses. But unless your tank cannot survive at the range you have with EMP, phase plasma, fusion, you're generally best sticking to short range types to get best DPS. Although the long range ammo types could be used for sniping, they're outclassed by Tremor, the tier 2 version. Artillery pieces do low DPS but have high alpha. They do all the damage in one hit. This is a further incentive to use high damage short range ammo to maximize your alpha strike. Apparently, in certain PvP situations, you can even one-shot a target, rendering DPS irrelevant. And for the tier 2 ammo types, there's Tremor and Quake. Tremor is sniping ammo, while Quake deals with targets that are too close. Both do a mixture of explosive and kinetic, more explosive than kinetic. Tremor has a 80% range bonus and 75% tracking speed penalty. It's dedicated to sniping ammo. Target never gets close enough that they can achieve meaningful angular velocity, then artillery, which have slow striking speeds at the best of times, will really struggle to hit them. Quake is the opposite of Tremor, replacing the range bonus with a 75% range penalty and tracking speed penalty with a 25% tracking speed bonus. It's designed to be the last resort against targets that are too close and too high of a traversal to hit with other ammo types. With artillery, you're usually either using short-ranged ammo within disruptor range in PvP, and within its optimal in PvE, or PvP sniping with Tremor at extremely long range. That's interesting. I haven't fully trained control bursts, which is apparently what you want to do if you're using hybrid turrets. Which were the railguns and the like. Apparently blasters are short-ranged and deal high DPS, while railguns are long-ranged and deal less DPS. Apparently Galente tend to angle more towards blasters and Galente railguns, but it's, you can mix and match. Uh, wow. Apparently tier 2 railgun ammo, called Spike, is apparently a deep shit when it comes to sniping ammunition. It extends the railgun's range, which is already apparently insane, to the point where other turrets a size larger find it difficult to retaliate. Spike increases the optimal range of the railgun turrets by 80%. So that's nice. Which is better than, which is on par with Tremor, actually. Same tracking penalty, actually. So, again, I'm just going by what they've said here, because I don't know nearly enough about it. There's polarized weapons. Certain short-range turrets and missile launchers, they require tier 2 skills to use, can use tier 2 ammunition, but have the following stat differences. They have minus 25% cycle time, therefore plus 25% fire rate and 25% DPS. They use 30% less capacitor. There's minus 20% optimal and fall off range. 200% additional capacity, ammo capacity. CPU and power, PWG, power grid, usage equivalent to or better than Tech 1 turret variants, and they reduce ship damage resistances to 0. They allow for extremely high damage output, cost removing almost all of a ship's defenses. There's a very small number of, there are a very small number of either high risk, high reward, high risk PvP, whaling, or some burner missions, or low risk but slow structure bashes use cases for these weapons. Additionally, as a result of the rarity of blueprints for them, they're somewhat more expensive than tier 2 turrets. apparently control bursts reduce capacitor needs for hybrids and lasers by 5% per level. Don't think I've got maxed that. Though rapid firing increases improves far makes you far faster 4% per level, which is apparently equivalent to a 5% DPS increase, but also hurts the users of hybrids and lasers by making them more cap hungry. Actually, what are the exact specs for an Ishtar? You have no weapon bonuses. That's fun. It means I can perfectly justify just doing whatever. That's an artillery. Unfitted. Ooh, that's a... no, that's an autocannon. Fall off is within 12. Jesus, there's nothing to these. $13. I'm just curious about these here. Wait, what's red here? Oh, power grid. Let's get these mods. Oh, geez, I didn't realize they were so expensive. No, okay, I need one of those. I can't fit this, right? Yes. Uno momento. 1, 2. Okay. I may not have found a tiny fall-off range, but the drones are going to be the main damage dealers anyway. I just want to be able to say, I'm contributing! So, yeah. They're going to be really the relevant ones. Okay, that includes the Ishtar. Let's Let's drop that. Let's drop this. Let's drop that. Let's drop that. The hobgoblin drone. Drop them. Drop you. Keep that. Drop you. Drop you. Drop you. Keep you. Drop you. Drop you. Drop you. Drop you. Oh, actually. What? Let's sell a few things that I got here. No. Oh, I wish I'd brought stuff with me. Alright, knock them off. Okay. I need a full ogre fleet, but so that'll have to do. Nuclear weapons are nuclear weapons are considered by most races to be crude and primitive. However, the Minmatar still favor them over more sophisticated weapons due to the abundance of materials for plutonium production in Minmatar space. Let me just check the exact ammo to use. Oh, they also have a thing on range, optimal range and accuracy fall off. A gun's optimal range is a range within which distance has no effect on chance to hit. In other words, the optimal range in optimal range, distances can be completely ignored and only tracking has an effect on hitting. Accuracy falls off begins at the end of optimal range. Fall off measures how quickly the chance to hit decreases as the target distance grows beyond the optimal range. At a gun's optimal range plus its fall off, the chance to hit is reduced to 50%. A gun's optimal range plus twice the fall off range, the chance to hit is reduced to only 6.25%. Since other factors can reduce this hit chance even further at excessive ranges, it's often not worth to fire turrets at all, unless you're trying to draw aggression from a rat, which can be done at maximum targeting range. So if you have a gun if you're firing a gun which is a 20-kilometer optimal range and a 6-kilometer fall off, which is at a target which is moving straight away from you, zero transversal, starting at only 1 kilometer range, you will, if nothing else intervenes, always hit a target that is less than 20 kilometers away from you, your optimal range. Your chance to hit will gradually decrease as your target moves between 20 kilometers and 26, reaching 50% at 26. By 32 kilometers, optimal plus twice your fall off, chance to hit's gone down to 6.25 and decreasing. The penalty for exceeding the optimal range by a small amount is reasonably low. The chance to hit a target at 33% of your optimal range in excess of chance to hit a target at 33% of the fall off range in excess of the optimal range is still above 90%. Minotaur ships especially have significant fall off ranges, allowing them to fight effectively beyond their optimal range. However, as distance increases, chance to hit decreases faster and faster. So there's a whole diagrams being done out here. It's ridiculous. Medium projectile ammo, new technology. This highly advanced ammunition emits a focused EM pulse, very potent against shields. Yeah, I'll just go with fusion here. Oh, there we go. This way I can at least add it to this. I get 1,000. Oh, I've gone over. I was focusing on the abbreviated one, which is not a good idea. Okay. It's easiest to save money when you're not goddamn well using it. Oh, it's a different micro warp drive than the other one. It's fine. I didn't realize actually. Do that. Oh, I actually just realized they don't have the probe launcher on. And this ship really wouldn't work well for those exploration nodes. Just made that realization. Still, if I want to do that, I guess I'll head back and find a Genosis. Can I? No, I can't. Yeah, I can't do this at all. That's fine. Like I said, I guess I'll head back and get. I would want to head back and get that Genosis. And unlike the other ship, I can have a lot more drones here. See? Huge drone bay. Truly expansive. It's cavernous. Actually, wait. Fittings. Skins. I don't have anything for this. Aww. Thought I must be thinking of the normal Vexer. Sadly, the skins don't cross over. Feels weird to be back in one of these again. And it kind of looks like a handgun. Like a weird sci-fi handgun. There's the thingy there. I'm paranoid of saying words in case, because I slur my speech. So I'm paranoid in case I like, ugh. But yeah, fuck it. Yeah, like this is like the hand grip. There's the grip here, the trigger here, or well, the trigger guard at least. So I guess that'll be it. And then this is the firing. This will be the barrel end. Obviously, it's more ship than gun, but you get the. It's like a weird sci-fi thing, yeah. Also, I do actually quite like seeing these in the side. It looks cool. So let's go to get some actual combat done. Sure, let's head there.
Moving to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Is there any more information about this? No.
Approaching Stargate.
Oh, apparently they're tuned for battle cruisers and above.
Autopilot jumping.
No wonder I was having such difficulty. Well, I suppose I was more having difficulty in regards to the drone killing than anything else. If they weren't blitzing my drones, then it would have been fine.
Stargate. Warp drive active.
I should be fine in this. I've high resistances, I have good speed. As long as they take down and slowing me, I should be groovy. Dead. Capital shipyards and information outposts. Okay.
Approaching Stargate.
Oh, there's one here.
Warp drive active. Autopilot disabled.
think they tried to attack me. Group.
Warp drive active.
I'm mildly concerned. Maybe I misunderstood something. Yeah, I must have. It's been ages since I've actually played this game and done anything, so I must have just misunderstood things. Wow. This person hasn't bought them all. Of course. Any of these could be their alt. Wait, what? Actually, they're the ones advertising this, so... and yet...
Warp drive active.
I can only presume that must mean that they're owned by the same person. I have no idea. Seriously? Nothing? Should have been expected.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
No, they are targeting me.
Autopilot jumping.
Wow, that's generally pretty ominous.
Autopilot disabled. No waypoint set.
Children of White? What? That's a really random beacon. This one's probably also taken, so we'll give it a try.
Warp drive active.
This is a little tedious. Just trying to find one that hasn't been popped yet.
Warp drive active.
Ooh. Can I be honest? I jumped in here not expecting this to actually pay off. So I was just looking at my phone, I was slow in reacting. Shame. Shame, 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 shame.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Oh, these. Let's not engage them. There's no real benefit in doing so, and they will hunt you.
drive active.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Supernova's revenge is right there. 1, 2,
Approaching
3.
Stargate.
Yeah, my mind just went to shit there. Huh. Might be in combat. Could be warp 2. Alright. We'll hop to the next one.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Is there anything here? Yes. Maybe I'll actually get to and get involved. Probably should turn this off.
Autopilot disabled.
Activate gate.
Warp drive active.
The name looks familiar. Not as in I've seen it before. It's just like I think it's like named in homage to some sci-fi thing. It's making me think of one, certainly.
Warp drive active.
Ooh. Really?
Autopilot
Get going.
engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
I'm just staring at my phone here.
Autopilot jumping.
That's something you will be doing a lot in EVE Online.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Just, it takes a while to get around the place.
Approaching Stargate.
There's some Twitter fight going on here. Someone's saying that basically time off shouldn't exist.
Autopilot jumping.
But yeah, you can have your time off when you get all your work done and any other work that I throw at you. Which I will do at any given moment. It must be a Poe or a troll or, what have you.
No waypoint set.
I like to believe so, but bitches be wackio is, I believe, the official phrasing. Like, there's no issue with expecting the work to be done before the person goes on vacation, but it's just like, something new comes up, I'm throwing it at you, your vacation's now cancelled. You have to come back right now. Like, you have to split, rent the plane in twain, and, fling yourself to another state. It's, in the opposite direction. It's kind of weird. Can you not stack these? Do they still have ammo in them or something? Okay, I have no idea why they can't be. Oh, they've all been damaged. That's it. And Jesus, don't have much ammo left. I like to believe that's just trolling, but it's impossible to tell. Some people are just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Hey, folks, and here's some more post-commentary. I recorded the bit of post-commentary for that other video. Might be two back. I haven't quite divided them into episodes yet. Uh, just a little bit ago. A few hours at this point. Fair few hours, actually. I was kind of gabbing about different things in this set. Um, it, for the first post commentary, going by what I said in the next little segment, I remembered something that annoyed me, and so I started talking shit about it. And it got under my skin, so past me bitched about it a bit. Then I do have a note down here. I'm not going to say what it is about something else that I remembered that annoyed me. I think I've gotten all the iterations. I had a dirty habit back when I was recording before. I would say a thing, and let's say I decided, you know what, in the future I might want to say, might want that in the video. So I'll stop so I can cut it out. I'll then decide next sub-session, you know what, nah, you know what, I'm gonna say about it again, and then keep playing and not cut it out, and not put a mark on it. I nearly put stuff out because of that. I probably have put out stuff because of that I would otherwise remove. Now, like here, like I'm noticing this segment and 3 others of varying sizes of little bits that have been excised. But even then, I'm not sure I've got them all. From my recollection, I do believe this is the start of this point. But I'm paranoid that I'm missing it, basically. I'd rather it not be in here. It's nothing too dreadful, but it just, past me. Could have had better choice of topic to talk about while, you know, floating through space. This could be all there is to it. From what I've listened to the rest, it's clean. And what past me found, I've what past me found. And then I've done some checking now myself, and it seems clean. I've listened to a full half an hour sub-session, and I've listened to multiple other sub-sessions around here. So I've like the best part of an hour listened to of this footage, so it should be clear. I think what I'll do is I'll draw up the sub-session this is part of, find this section, and listen to the original thing and see how the lead into it is, because that should tell me if it's the first bit of it or not. In this case, I just didn't see it didn't have an issue with it, so I just kind of kept playing till I had a different wording, and then stopped. So it was a bit of a bitch to find the section. Though I do remember actually getting very lucky with it. Just kind of like, try this one. Ding ding ding. But yeah. I've gotten better about this in recent years, you know? Better about it. Maybe not perfect, as you could tell by the earlier post-commentary. I still end up talking about that Doctor Who stuff, but I'm still better about it. I was foolish back then. It was 4 years ago at this point, something like that. So, okay, future, past me is about to start talking. Okay, letting them talk. Someone was saying they liked the new warp walk, and this is quite nice. If this is what they meant. Both are. I always loved the Evine lines like nebulas and like stellar effects. Though now they do look a little pixely and whatnot. A little painted. They looked a lot grander when I was looking at it previously, you know? But everything ages, you know? Don't we all? But, so I recorded this on the 7th of May 2021 at, well, this subsession started at 2:11 in the morning and ended at 2:32. So, yeah, it's 29th of December 2025 as of time of recording of this post commentary. So yeah, it's over 4 years later. Yeah. And more past me is coming up in about a moment. No real time to talk about much here. That first section was the longest. This is the second shortest. And past me. I'm gonna look a little longer, then I might just call quits for tonight, because I'm just not getting into any of these.
Approaching Stargate.
Hey folks, and I'm back. As you may have heard some extra mouse clicking in the background, I didn't actually stop the recording. Previously, when I'll do post commentary and it'll be split into multiple sections like this, I will do multiple recordings. But here I'm just doing the one thing and slotting it in. I'm just kind of staying quiet. Decided it'll be less work. Do have to go and double check these little breaks just to make damn sure they're safe, but this is a session. This is a session done now, pretty much. Session 21 of like 45. Not that that means too much, because I could do a few sessions of no real length each, or they could be 8 hours long. One just pass me. Get a load of this, dumbass! In case you can tell, I was distracted by my phone. Maybe I should just cut this bit out. Oh. There's still nothing! There we go. Like, there could be the other ones. Wait, really? There's no jump points here? I hit a fucking dead end. Great. I was hoping I just wasn't seeing them or something.
Autopilot Autopilot
Get
engaged.
going. Um,
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I keep forgetting what I'm saying and getting frazzled. I don't know what I was saying during the previous break, but there's no time remaining here anyway. I do hope you've enjoyed this little bit of post commentary, and I'm sure I'll be back with more. Till then, pass me taking over. I was hoping to get into some combat here. I might just call quits now in a moment, because it's actually rather doing my head in. Don't actually have enough money to actually auction anything. I could barely even run another job here, like industry stuff. I'm just gonna have to wait for that stuff to sell.
Autopilot jumping.
I've got these up. 243 million worth of ISK apparently now, thanks to that genosis. That's a
Warping to
fair chunk of
Stargate.
it.
Warp drive active.
It was OTT doing what I did. I was just thinking money. I'm desperate for every cent I can get right now. I've all this up and I'm just waiting for this to sell. I made the Acolyte TD300s, but they aren't selling, sadly. I made the large antimatter
Approaching
charges, two
Stargate.
different batches apparently of them. They aren't selling. Those core probes aren't selling, but I think I just got undercut. If I leave them a bit, they should sell. A few expanded cargo holds sold. People aren't too interested. I probably got undercut. Again, they're probably just on all of them. I just got undercut, but I'm not sure how much of an active market there is for them. Like, I'm concerned about the acolytes because none of them sold. The light missiles sell. I probably just got undercut.
Autopilot jumping.
I just need to give it time. That's why I put them up for 3 months. There's no pricing difference. Unlike WoW, where there's a different pricing for 12 hours a day and 48 hours. It's the same no matter what. So you may as well put it on as long as possible, because then you don't have to pay the relisting fees as often. It's the same relisting fee, so you may as well make as much out of it as you can. May as well put it up for the 3 months. Just stay subscribed so the fees don't go back up. The one of the fees goes up if you lose your subscription, but it mightn't actually be relevant. It might be a putting it up fee rather than a payment fee. I'm not sure.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
One, two, three. Is there anything here now?
Approaching Stargate.
I think I'm gonna go play some other game now in a sec, since none of these places are spawning. Maybe if I leave it a few days, people will lose interest and I can actually get them done, or maybe others will have interest. These are blending in more than I thought. I was too used to them being highlighted that I kind of thought they would inherently be highlighted. Please, please. Why is it the only one I get into is the time when I can't do it? It's the time I can't do it. I should be geared to do it now. The other ship was probably tanky enough to do it. Like they were saying, it was built for battlecruiser. I'm in a battlecruiser, so I should be groovy. Well, I was in a battlecruiser, so I was fine in that regard. I forgot about the ogres. Combat. I can't. I'll start again. The other ship was a battlecruiser, and these are apparently scaled with battlecruisers in mind, so I was fine there in that regard. I might be less fine here now, but we'll find out. Oh, orbit 10K. Okay, these aren't the kind of... I was expecting autoguns to be more... Okay, that's cool. Kind of expecting that, but on ammo depletion-ish. Wow. Focus fire, I'm letting them be depleted. Whatever dies, dies. Okay, actually, yeah. What are these like? A regular destroyer. Launch it. Jeez. Fully EMP, and they've terrible defenses. Someone's hitting me with Nosferatu. It's shocking range. Oh, stop firing, please. Oh, boop, boop, boop. And this is fine, right? Yes. Focus fire, fucker. It's the frigates that are targeting my ships. my drones. Okay, that's insanely far away. There's another ship after appearing and helping. That's still insanely far away. One cargo. Events. Apotheosis. Praxis, Genosis. There's a whole family of those now. Wow, shit. There's more? At least they finally decided to stop targeting my drones. Oh, you exist. Suppose I should start moving. Some of those went to him, but that's... His beeping is concerning. But that's fine. Seems like the threat is past. I don't know, like, see the suffix here, enduring. That has an impact on the armor repair. There's like baseline armor repair, then this is an enduring, so that means something else. That has a particular different effect in comparison. And so on and so forth. I presume the I-A also has a meaning. I have no idea. Don't know the details of these, sadly. I'm curious about the person in this. Okay. No idea. Just some factions are, kind of give factions players give a real idea of their shtick in their descriptions. Others don't. They have more than I do. Cargo hold. Activate. I have taken some heavy losses drone-wise, but I should get some money once the bounty comes in. I wish there was a way of checking your bounty as it currently is, and you could, and it would update it, and then you could see the counter for it or whatever. That would be nice. I'm really hoping they join, because they're really well geared. They have some of that new equipment associated with that new faction, that projectile energy thing. Ship 3. Entropic disintegrators. Each shipyard defense commander expected. I'm about to be sick. Reload. Launch for self. Launch. Okay, I need to get rid of these now. Get rid of you. Get going. I'm outside it, but I should have a chance of hitting. Get rid of that first. If I need to bounce, I need to bounce now, not eventually. Ooh, you've a tiny optimal range. Someone's focusing the ogre. Destroyer frigate. Oh, thank God. I'm starting to feel like these are meant to be soloed. So they're not as a fucking drone boat. Since most of your damage is put into weaker external things, it makes it kind of harder to do than if it was your ship itself. Jeez. Then again, Jesus, look at his damage potential. He could solo this, definitely. Well, yeah, well, he's battlecruiser. He has drones, but I'm starting to feel they aren't his primary source of damage, you know? There it is. There's what I want. I'm gonna target it, so the moment I can actually engage it. I keep seeing these holy binders, just keep me thinking of the folders or binders that people wear, women wear to hold them down. So yeah, it just makes it sound weird. Did I lag there? Ooh, 2 ogres died. I would call them back, but the issue is they probably wouldn't get back in time. So they'll just die uselessly in space. To an extent, it may be better for me to actually let them fight. Who knows, might get it down somehow before it kills them. Live in hope. $20 million! I remember someone saying that destroying this gave 20 million, but no, it's this guy. Given how much these guys are bouncing around, it just comes off that the devs are just really proud of, I don't know, having enemies warping in or something. Because this is the most I've ever seen that happen. Like, I've seen enemies warp in before, but never have they bounced around the arena. Okay. It actually changed his name, so targeting him means nothing. Okay, I got credit. Destroy, EOM Rogue Capital Shipyard is invulnerable to attack. Destroy to cripple EOM operations and claim your reward. The reward, so we went to them. That sucks. I suppose they did the majority of the damage, but that means I got nothing for doing this. Oh well. Yay! You can get apparently pretty nice rewards from the chest at the end. Respectably nice rewards. Not something I seem to be able that I'm gonna see, because yeah, this, like, they just shred my drones, so it seems very unfriendly to drones, unless there's something I'm missing, you know? I got a damage boost there for drones, but that's not letting them kill the enemies fast enough, you know? So, no. If I could have a fleet of Gecko, then that would be something, but that would be a hell of a thing. Oh, I also wouldn't be able to have 5 Gecko. Gecko costs 50 compared to an Ogre is 25. So I could have 2 and an Ogre. Or 3 Hobgoblins. Okay, there's that. I guess I got nothing else. After all the wandering around, that's actually really disappointing. Bit lackluster. Still, thanks to Shella Shock, Akirus, thanks to them for letting me do this at all. Because while I was trying there, they were just shredding my drones. I'm more annoyed at, like, while they got most rewards won, they did the majority of the damage. I'm just frustrated at my own inability to do more. You know, that's what I'm frustrated by. So, actually, didn't even get credit for this.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate.
Actually,
Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
wait, I've nothing left to jitter. Shit.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Autopilot disabled. Autopilot engaged.
I'm just heading back to jitter.
Approaching Stargate.
I keep hoping, hoping that somehow money will, another bounty will come in with some of that 2 mil. But no, I don't think I'm gonna get shit. I think I'm gonna get shit all.
Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. No waypoint set.
1 sec. Hey, folks. I think I'm gonna call this here. I have no idea what to do. I was hoping to find an easy answer, but I'm just finding people saying, "Oh, this way works, and they're like, "No, no, it doesn't. There's no reason for it to work that way," and I have no idea. Like, apparently the auto targeter helps, like, get aggro for drone survival, but yeah, that's it. Also, the way it's based on last hit, the bounties are shared. Well, the bounties are done out based on last hit. So, yeah, there's no real way for me to beat the other guy, I think, on most of them. Beyond him just not targeting them. Or me just getting lucky. Well, that's weird. But, I just imagine the beam weapon will probably hit more frequently than whatever I'm using. Drones or otherwise. But yeah, there's nothing I can really do to make them not just rip through my drones. Just constantly. I've done other missions and they've never just been this aggressive and this potent. It ends up feeling like I'm not meant to have drone boats anymore. Or you're only meant to have drone boats if you're using Gecko. So, I know. I'm just disappointed. It's 20 mil, I didn't have a chance of getting there. Again, I'm happy that I got to at least see it, and I thank them for that. But I'm just sad that I can't do it myself, you know? I'm very much built towards drone boats. That's what I have. That's what I'm built for. I don't have the money to try and switch another way. I don't have the skills to switch another way. So I just can't really seem to do the content. And even if I was to join a fleet, a party in EVE Online, I think it might then be split based on damage amount, maybe, but then that requires human contact. So let's not do that. I'm just gonna call it here. Till then, folks.